Good morning. I hope you are feeling well today. If not, I hope you'll be feeling well after we do this sequence together. This is a 10-minute whole body morning stretch. You can have a folded blanket to sit on if you're a creature of comfort, or maybe you can find a nice thick book to sit on. What I want is for your knees to be below your hip points so that your hip flexors can relax. You can also sit with your legs together, seated on something like this, if that is more comfortable for you. This is the perfect position for a great spine, but do what feels right for you. We're going to start by placing our hands on our belly, and if it feels right, close your eyes. If not, just gaze at a point on the floor in front of you. To start to hear the music, maybe the sounds around you, and just tune into what's here right now for you. Where are your thoughts? And can you gently bring them into your body and your breath? Perhaps you can feel the movement of your belly against your hands. And if you can't, that's perfectly fine too. Just allow a dignified posture to take your spine into a supported upright position. Relaxing your face, just beginning to feel the breath as it enters through the nose and travels down into the body. Where does the breath easily go? And then feel it leave. Softening the space between your eyebrows. And just beginning to feel the movement of breath in and out of your body. Taking a moment to release that old stale air and bring in some fresh oxygen. By breathing deeply into our lower belly, we bring oxygen into the very lowest area of our lungs, where the largest exchange of oxygen can take place. Now move your hands as you cross and hold your ribs, either as I'm doing or like this. See if you can breathe into the side body, beginning to expand the muscles that hold your ribs together on each in-breath, and feeling them draw in like a corset around your lungs as you breathe out. This is called three-dimensional breathing in Pilates, or middle low breath in yoga. Just noticing if that's easy or not to do. And then bringing your hands just below your collarbones, above your breast. Begin to breathe into here. And can you notice the front and the back of your body begin to expand? The space between the shoulder blades, the space under your hands. And then we're going to bring our hands together and chant one Om. Join me if you wish. Breathe in. Bow your chin to your chest and release your hands. So we're just going to start with some neck movements. So allow your head to drop towards the right shoulder, feeling the stretch down the left side of the neck. And then start to slowly circle the chin to the chest. And then bring yourself over to the left side. And just moving really with awareness as you go from side to side, feeling into your neck and all those muscles that will support it on top of your torso today as you go through what it is that you will be doing today. Bring your head back up. And just take your hands in front of you, a little warm up for the wrists. Mine always crack when I do this. Palms up, palms down, and then fists as we roll and turn. A little wake up for the hands, little starbursts. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to come into a seated position, right leg over left. We're going to bring our hands to our knees. We're going to breathe in and pull our chest forward, gaze up. And then we're going to exhale, pull against our knees and drop back. So beginning to bring some movement into the spine. Breathing in as we lift our chin. Exhaling as we lower our chin. See how nice that feels to start to make space between the vertebrae of the spine after the stillness of your sleep. Good. And then taking the hands together, reach up towards the ceiling and then spread the arms apart. Just start to turn the doorknobs to wake up the upper back, open the chest. We'll do that one more time. And then reaching over to the right, lower your hand, relax your elbow, and stretch your arm over to the side. You can drop your head, or you can look up and just press your hand away from you so you get a lovely arch into the side of your body. And then slowly sweep your hands in front and extend your chest towards your legs. You can relax your elbows or lengthen. Breathing into your upper back, drawing the belly in as you exhale. And then slowly walk your hands in. Take your feet apart, start to lift your chest up, and then drop. Fingers are facing towards your feet, and just bringing a little bit more movement into the spine. Cross your legs the other way. Take your hands together. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, land your left hand, relax the shoulder, bend the elbow, and then arch over to the left. Breathe in and out. Make sure your neck is comfortable and you're pushing down through the right hip so you get a lovely stretch through that whole right side of the body. And then sweep the hand around and stretch. Now we have the other foot in front, so we're stretching the left hip. One more breath. Slowly come up. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Taking the fingers far apart, just begin to press down through the feet. Allow the hips to lift as the gaze comes forward. And as the tailbone draws down, the back rises up and the chin tucks. Just a couple of these. We did this seated, and now we're doing it on hands and knees. Many of our yoga poses are the same, we just do them in different places. Maybe you've noticed that. Good. We're now going to take our hand over to the back of our head. We're going to gaze up towards our elbow, and then we're going to bring the elbow towards the opposite elbow. Lift up, and then turn down. Lift up, and exhale. Bringing some movement into our upper back, keeping the neck safe. Good, and release. Other hand to the back of the head, lift the elbow, gaze up, and then touch down. Really, I like to focus on the spine, especially the upper spine, because that gets rounded. We want to give it lots of space before we start sitting at our desks. Good, and release. We're now going to take the right foot back, and we're just going to curl the toes underneath and push the heel forward and back to kind of stretch into the leg and stretch the toes. And then we're going to lift that leg up, and we're going to peel the other hand off, and we're going to come into a balanced position. Good. You can begin to bend and lengthen if your balance allows you. Just see what's possible. Good. Last one, and release. Change sides, other foot goes back, just pressing the heel forward and back. It should feel nice, and notice how your abdominals start to engage as you do that. Good strength for the back. Good, and then start to lift that leg, feel the strength, and then peel the opposite hand off. Make sure shoulder and wrist are in line. Find the strength across the core, and then if possible, touch forward and back. If that's not possible, just stay in stillness and focus on your breath. Last one. Good. From here, we're going to go back into a child's pose and just stretch. Lengthen the fingers and lift the elbows off the floor as if you're trying to pull your hands towards you, stretching the upper back. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Take your right leg into the air. Exhale, draw it in towards your nose, feeling more flexion and extension, and also the abdominals beginning to really connect to allow more rounding at the back. Last one, we're going to bring that leg through and we're going to replace it where the hand was and come on up. Tuck the back toes if you wish, taking your left arm, roll it around. And if that doesn't feel good, keep the hand on the shoulder and just make those little circles like this. Listen to your body. Good. From here, we're going to take that hand to the floor. We're going to take our hand behind our head again, and then we're going to twist and bring that elbow down towards the shin. You can lift the back knee if you wish and do it like this. Elbow, keeping the neck safe, feeling that opening up of your upper back. And then to finish, if you wish to extend the hand to the sky, you can. And then release. Step back into a child's pose. Come back up. Lift the left leg, curl. Lift and curl. Lift and curl. Bring that foot in. Rise up. Tucking the back toe. Rolling the right arm backwards and forwards. Really feeling the stretch into the front of the thigh. And if the knee doesn't feel good, simply placing a blanket underneath to give you more support. Shouldn't hurt anywhere in the body. Last one. Bring your hand under your shoulder. Take your left hand behind your head and start to twist. Good. We exhale as we twist. We inhale as we lower. We can add the back leg or not. Good. Really feeling the stretch into that outer hip as I lift up. Good. So from here, we're going to step the back foot in and come into a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. And we're going to bend the knees and just hang. Just really feel the blood come into the head and shake. Oh, such a nice feeling. Now, I would like you to try a little bit of foot gymnastics. So can you lift your big toes into the air while you keep your other toes on the floor? Just see if the brain can make that happen. Maybe you've never tried. And then push the big toes down and lift the other toes up in the air and see if that's possible. Maybe one foot is easier to control than the other. And then see, can you alternate? Big toes down, other toes up, and see. My left foot is much more easy to control than my right. Interesting to just notice that. Good. And take the toes a little wider than the heels and begin to bend the knees. And then drop the head. Bend the knees. And if the floor is not there for you, keep the knees more bent or use some blocks. We're slowly going to come down into a Hindi squat. And if that is challenging for you, again, you could use a big book and just sit on it like this and have the knees apart to stretch, or your blanket. Just see what allows you to ground through the feet. Yes. A great stretch for the inner thighs and a chance to really try to open through the front body as you press the elbows into the inner legs. Deep breath in as you lengthen through the crown of your head and feel the heaviness of your tailbone dropping down to the floor. We're now going to sit onto the ground and extend our legs in front of us. Just a little bit of mobility for the feet. Point and flex the feet. And then take the right leg in, take it over the side of the knee, wrap your arm around that bent leg and twist away from your knee. Breathe in to get taller and then exhale to rotate. release. Bend your other knee, take it over the other side of your knee, wrap your arm around that bent leg, and then rotate away from your knee. Tall in-breath, exhale, squeeze. The more we squeeze the belly in on the out-breath, the more rotation we get. The squeezing of the internal organs is really good to give them a bit of a massage first thing in the morning. Hopefully your belly's empty. Lemon water, warm water and lemon juice is wonderful to have first thing. Helps the bowel to evacuate. Okay, so now we're going to come onto holding the back of our legs. So just see, this is a nice little roll. So trying to keep the legs steady, elbows bent, just roll back and roll up. Roll back and roll up. Nice massage for the back. We're going to cross the feet, and here's a little fancy finish. We're going to try and stand up. We're then going to try and sit down. We're going to cross our legs the other way. We're going to roll a couple of times this way. And then when you're ready, try to come up. See if this side's any different. Slowly come to sit down. And we're finished. So let me know what you thought. If that wasn't easy, I can show you some exercises to work on that. It's so important that we have balance and strength in our joints and our muscles so that we can get up and down off the ground as we get older. Thank you so much for deciding to start your day with me. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.